We are now in section 4, the information and technology dimension of the service configuration management practice. For the exam, we need to understand and apply how information and technology support and enable the practice. We'll particularly focus on the tools, the automation tools, and there are certain recommendations for automation. We see here several different categories of tools. They have the CMS tools, the workflow management and collaboration tools, inventory and discovery tools, knowledge management tools, classification and analysis tools, work planning and prioritization tools, and analysis and reporting tools. Of these, most of the tools are common to all practices. Here we have some unique ones such as the CMS tools, the inventory and discovery tools. These are unique to this practice, whereas the remaining tools are common to most of the other practices. And the application in service configuration management, we will take a look at them. The CMS tools helps to discover CI data in an automated way, and they help to store and manage the CI data. So once the data is captured, it is automatically stored and managed. For example, new records are created, they are updated or deleted, and their attributes are displayed, modified. Different databases can be integrated by these tools. There may be multiple CMDBs at different locations, or they could be CMDB, and there could be an asset management database. They could be integrated using these tools. And data from different sources will also be identified and reconciled by this. There could be manual data entry, automated entries using discovery, and then supplier-based data as well, who are providing data, and all those can be well identified and reconciled and integrated using the CMS tools. Then there'll be some functionalities in CMS tools to monitor and control the CMDB health. For example, are there any records that are corrupted or they are not being updated for a long time? And it may provide some alerts that certain data is seems to be outdated. There's been no changes, and those components are not being used in any service. Do we still need them? So this kind of data verification. Verification means it will be helpful. The CMS tool will be helpful to verify whether the data in the database is the same as the real data of a certain configuration item, such as an application version or a device situation, etc. It's quite likely that sometimes a device has been upgraded, but it's not reflected in the CMDB. Or sometimes the CMDB might require a certain configuration of the actual device or an application, and that's not happened yet. Therefore, the verification will help to synchronize both together, and also to analyze for analysis of as to why there are discrepancies. Generally, the analysis and reporting tools which are at the bottom will be used, and they will also help in the measurement and reporting of certain metrics such as cost metrics or information usage metrics that we noted in the initial section on key concepts of the practice. And for compliance, the CMS tools may be used to comply from the tool side that the data is in good condition. And in fact, ITIL tool certification can also be obtained, wherein a tool itself will follow certain ITIL guidelines, and therefore, if the tool is indicating that certain data are in good condition, which means it is absolutely true, and therefore the compliance department may take it at face value, and if the tool is certified, they will know that yes, what the tool is indicating is definitely a true statement. Workflow management and collaboration tools, these are the day-to-day run of any practice, which will help to support the planning and review of the activities of the practice, and to collaborate for planning and review. And of course, we do have the work planning and prioritization tools. These are plan and track improvement initiatives mainly. And the workflow tools will help the communications regarding the configuration information among team members, and also to integrate the configuration management system into the service value streams, because there are connections between the various practices which are involved in a single or multiple value streams, and this tool will help there. Then the inventory and discovery tools allow to gather and verify information about the CIs. If you notice, there is some commonality between this inventory and discovery tools and the CMS tools, because that also help to discover the CI data, and they also help to verify the data. So these two are common across both CMS and the inventory and discovery tools. We have the knowledge management tools. They share, and it's used for sharing general guidelines or specific learnings from service configuration management to other stakeholders. And they also help to support the practice. For example, some expertise may be needed, and therefore the knowledge management tools will provide some literature or information about that expertise. Then the classification and analysis tools, these are helpful for analyzing stakeholder requirements when the practice is being set up or being improved, and also to classify the various CI data into different domains or different types, etc. The work planning and prioritization are particularly for the improvement initiatives to plan the various activities, to assign those activities, to prioritize them, and also to track the progress of the initiatives. Analysis and reporting, it's mainly for analysis of any problems and to measure and report. So there are some overlaps between some of the tools, but each tool also has its own unique functioning. And for the exam, you need to be a little cautious. In case a tool provides two functionalities, then two tools provide the same functionality, then that's okay. The exam probably provides only one of those tools in your answer options. But when you have things like communication and particularly communication can be done by knowledge management to share, and you have the communication also as part of the workflow management collaboration. Make sure you understand for what aspect or for what purpose exactly the communication is happening. Is it the communication of the learnings or guidelines in general, or is it for communication of the ongoing workflows? Then similarly, the work planning and prioritization, because planning is also possible through the workflow management tools, but the work planning and prioritization tool allows for planning and tracking the improvement initiatives.